A legend from the Old Republic has emerged. Jedi Knight Revan JKR, prepare for battle! What's up guys, Nukin here and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my gameplay Jedi Knight Revan reveal video. We're going to talk about how you should basically be upgrading this guy's abilities. He has 6 abilities, 3 Omegas, 3 Zetas, and talk about the priority order. I'm not going to go over this guy's kit verbatim because I did cover that in my live stream last night. That was impromptu, and so if you need a quick refresher on this guy's kit, I recommend clicking the link in the video description where you can kind of read the text of this guy's kit. You're watching some Old Republic Jedi hybrid action autoing a GTR team. We're also going to take a look at battles winning on auto, and then also some teams like CLS, JTR, and Darth Treya facing off against Jedi Knight Revan in this video. I hope that you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe, and let's get started. All right, so since I covered Jedi Knight Revan's kit, and most of you probably have skimmed his kit on the forums, what we're going to do in this portion of the video is I'm going to talk about the specific upgrades that you get when you put an Omega ability upgrade and a Zeta ability upgrade. Just to remind everyone, this guy has 3 total Zetas, just like all the other sort of journey, heroic journey characters, although they're calling this an ancient journey this time around, and that he's a fabled Jedi leader who controls the battle with a wide mix of powerful abilities. So he's a light side attacker, he has a leadership ability, and he has dual tags Jedi and Old Republic. We're also going to take a look at his stats under the hood. So first off, actually, let's take a look at those stats. So taking a look at Jedi Knight Revan, aka JKR, under the hood, you can see that he's a tactics based hero. So when you put a gear piece that has tactics on it, he's going to increase his overall special damage. He is a special damage dealing attacker. You can also see that without any mods, he has 35k health and 25k protection, so that's pretty good without any mods. And also you can see that he has 160 speed. This is with max gear 12, so pretty good stats. He's very quick. Now you can also see that his physical damage is not important, but his special damage is important because it has 4.2k offense, and that's quite high for a special damage dealing attacker. So when you put some mods on that, you can get that probably up to 5, 6, or 7,000 special damage, which is very good. His special crit chance was at 20%, so quite low, but that is also kind of comparable to other special damage dealing attackers. So here are Jedi Knight Revan, aka JKR's Omega abilities. He has 3 of them out of his 6 on his basic attack. When you upgrade this to full, you're going to add the portion of, if the target is marked, JKR is going to gain 20% turn meters. So JKR can mark targets with one of his special abilities, and so when he's attacking one of those targets, you can attack that target for about 2 turns, and then mark expires. He's going to be gaining 20% turn meter. That's a pretty good one. I like that. There's another Omega ability here on his special Master Strategist. When you add this, you're going to add Dispel all debuffs on all Jedi and Old Republic allies as well, and then heal them up. So this is also very good. In fact, this might be his very best Omega, so definitely go ahead and do that one first if you're low on Omegas. And his last Omega ability is on his unique Savior, and he's going to add gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns and take a bonus turn. So I do like that as well. I'm not sure if this is better than the basic. Probably not, because you do a lot more basic attacks, but also another good ability to upgrade with your Omegas. Now let's take a look at the Zeta abilities. But before we do that, I do want to showcase one quick auto battle real fast, and this is against Darth Traya. This is a common variant that you may see at the top of your arena shards with Thrawn and Nest with a Sith Triumvirate. It's a very strong team, definitely not really autoable by many teams out there at all. Potentially maybe a Palpatine lead with Traya on the team, which is sort of cheating. But yeah, Jedi have never been able to really auto battles, and they're autoing battles against a Darth Traya lead with a strong hybrid variant. It's amazing. It's really good. This guy is really strong. And so I just wanted to showcase kind of, so you could see before your own eyes, before we talk about the Zetas, how good of a team this is. Not only can you win, but you can win on auto, and no one even died. So very, very impressive. Okay, now let's actually just take a look at the Zetas, and I'll take a look at also the priority order for you guys. So the first Zeta is going to be on his leadership here. And so General of the Old Republic is the ability. If you're going to run Revan as your leader, you should do this ability first. Now, you can also run Revan not as your leader, and you might actually start seeing some Revans not as a leader as well, because of due to the lack of the scarcity of ability mats that some people have. I know that some people stocked up and other people only have about one to spend. So but they do have Zetas on other Jedi leaders. So potentially you could also kind of maybe skip this, knowing that this is actually the strongest Zeta to do when you want to run him as a leader. But if you're going to run him as a leader and you have all the Zetas ready to go, a total of 3 that is, I would do this one first. And it's like a paragraph long, so I'm not going to really read it out to you guys, but this is what helps to counter Nest. This is also what helps to give tenacity up in the first turn, so you're going to help to prevent getting auto stunned from Palpatine leads, etc. So it's a very good Zeta. Definitely do this one first if you're going to run him in the leadership slot. The second Zeta that I would do, this is in priority order by the way, the second Zeta that I would upgrade is on his unique. Now when you upgrade Hero, this is sort of like number crunch on R2-D2. You definitely want to upgrade Hero. This is going to give you the capability of spreading out the passive bonuses that JKR grants himself. He's going to also give it to his allies, so very strong. It'll help the team actually a lot more than you would think, and it's cool because it's not a buff, so this can never really be dispelled. So definitely do Hero second, and then lastly, by default, that means that the Zeta on the special ability would be the last one to do. So the Zeta on the special is called Direct Focus, and this is going to add the buff immunity portion. Also, it can't be resisted, so that's going to be good as well. It also adds a stun too, so a lot of sort of controlling mechanics. And I like that this adds the cannot be resisted portion. It's going to make it very consistent. And also, I think that the stun and buff immunity debuffs are going to be important for certain matchups. So I think I'm probably going to, on my Revan, when I finally unlock him, do all 3 Zetas, but I'm definitely going to do this one last. So we just wrapped up his ability upgrades and talked about priority order. Now let's look at some more arena footage, and this is a standard sort of meta JTR team, full resistance. Now I know some people like to run a hybrid variant where they include more droids, or they may include Thrawn or Kenobi or something, but it didn't really matter. Revan is very strong, so if you're still running an old resistance JTR team, then I think that it's time that you probably want to switch to something else, like maybe like this CLS Rebel team. This is a battle that I recorded with my Chewbacca Rebel hybrid team, and I didn't win this battle, but I had a lot more success in terms of almost winning the battle versus JTR. So with the combination of CLS, Han Solo, and maybe instead of Ezra, another character with R2-D2, maybe L3, maybe a tank of some kind, and your new shiny toy Chewbacca, even if he's not 7 stars, look at this, it's pretty close. And I think with maybe a little bit of practice and a little bit of RNG, you can probably beat Revan with the Rebels. Now we're gonna go and talk about Sith fighting Revan. And I know a lot of people are running Darth Traya or Palpatine leads with Traya on them. And so I'm showcasing that on manual play, not auto, Darth Traya has a lot of difficulty facing off against Jedi Revan. In fact, Revan and the Revan team, I should say, pretty much kills Darth Traya almost immediately. I did a few battles, and this was one of the first battles that I did where Darth Traya didn't die in the first few turns. Unfortunately, I didn't win this battle either. Came pretty close, but yeah, you're basically seeing how hard it is to beat Jedi Revan even on manual play with the reigning champion of the meta, Darth Traya. So this is going to be a new meta. I'm calling it right now. Jedi are going to become meta, or at least Revan lead, because this is going to be a very, very tough team to beat in Arena. So before we go into the next battle, I just wanted to showcase not a full battle, but what I meant about Darth Traya dying so quickly. So what happens is she tends to get marked first by Revan all of the time. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that's just built into the AI, but yeah, in the first 30 seconds of most of every battle, she gets marked and ends up dying most of the time. Here I've given her some protection from Thrawn, and then even then, being at 7 stars and gear 12, 30 seconds in, she's dead. I did have some success also. I wanted to showcase one last thing. I did have some success with the rebel composition. Here I took out Ezra, put in a tank like Old Ben, and came close to winning. So there's hope that this team has some potential to beat the Revan teams, but this may not necessarily be the best Revan team out there that ends up becoming the meta. This is a full faction team, and it's very common for hybrid teams to arise in Arena versus Territory Wars. It's more kind of spreading out your roster, but Arena, it's more about putting the best combination of tunes, even if you sacrifice some synergy. So this team did a little bit better than Traya, in my opinion. I think that this team is definitely better than JTR, so this team has hope. If you manage to get Chewbacca and you used to run CLS Rebels in Arena, this might be your new Arena team that you want to try out to try to beat those pesky Revans, if any Revans come up on your shard. So yep, that is all that I wanted to showcase some gameplay wise. If you want to see anything else, let me know down in the comments below. I plan on doing a lot more Revan footage gameplay videos. I think I have some ideas for Arena, have some ideas for the raids. So if you want to see anything else, let me know. And of course, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I make videos all the time. If you like this video, share it with your friends, like, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Cheers.
The Force will be with you, always.